Well, we're underway, folks, here in Istanbul. It's Galatasaray taking on Unicaja Malaga, and Galatasaray winning the opening tip and attacking the basket to the right, and coming right out and scoring is Young. And 𝗪𝗘𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘 has it. Jonathan Barreto strokes it from deep. Offensive board. Palmer stops and pops, and it's Unicaja now trailing. Hopefully he's okay. And the dump, and 𝗪𝗪𝗠 just lays it up and in. Quick pass down low, and the bucket is good for Delgado. Carter drifts in. 𝗪𝗘𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘, smooth as you like, gets into the lane. Nice bounce pass. And again, it's Young. Shot clock winding down. Palmer spins, turns, fades, puts it up and in. 60 total points in his last couple of Turkish League games. That form is spilling over into the BCL. Meanwhile, Carter. Young from downtown. He's got his range on the perimeter. 𝗪𝗪𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘 also in the game. Here he is receiving it on the low block. Nowhere to go. And the ball batted away by Delgado. He is a Turkish international, but this is not a favorable matchup. The three-point shot is good, and this one from 𝗪𝗘𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘. Hands it off to Perry. Tilly just hit one, and this time drives in, banks it in. Almost went down. Tries to take on Tilly. He does, and the Latvian makes it. And I think that was his bucket, not Gayak, who went up for the tap. Wallace whips it down low. The block from Tilly. The rejection. Get it out of here, Delgado, he says. Tends to drift out quite a bit, but you see that with Tilly as well. Another stretch 4, stretch 5. Here is the penetration, and the basket is good from Cummings. Final seconds ticking off the clock, and it's Carter. You can expect him to put it up. He does, and he makes it. And that is quality right there, folks. Carter with 8 points, and crucially, just one shot for Unicaja Malaga that time. Here's Tunja. Nice little handoff. Nice little flick from Delgado. Well, you don't often hear Ibán Navarro have to get, but sometimes he doesn't get as many minutes. Here is Cummings with the steal, and just attacks. Great defense from Carter, and great help from Cam Taylor. Young misses this one, and now Taylor in the open floor. His lob batted away. Great defense. Wallace hands it off, and Cummings beating Unicaja at their own game. Quick. Wallace to Tunja, pulls up, knocks it down. It's not often we see it like this, folks, but gosh, those were stinging questions from Ibán Navarro. What are you doing? Here is a little jump shot, and Delgado off to a good start. Three-point shot, good. That's more like it. Cameron Taylor. It's got to be deflating for Galatasaray to get about 5 shots. The bullet pass to 𝗪𝗪𝗟𝗪𝗠𝗘. Three-pointer from the wing, misses everything, but it falls kindly to Young, and he's not able to get the shot off, but they got to go quickly because it didn't hit the rim. Perry driving in, and there for the follow was 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗙. to Perry. Cameron Taylor to a wide open Perez for three. And it's back to a three-point game. Needs to value those possessions. Pass whipped down low. And this is where you lose. 𝗪𝗘𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘 from the left, and there they are. Unicaja Malaga take the lead here at the end of the first half, or right near the end. Cummings goes hard, banks it in. Now Perry puts it up and just silky smooth. Cummings goes quickly and banks it in. Ečim missing from mid-range. Now Cummings. Oh, goodness me. You saw his hand snapping. They're going to count the basket. Unbelievable. And Cummings, he is a warrior, and he showed it on this play. He took it, and what a statement it would be for Galatasaray if they were able to get a win against the powerhouse from Spain, the defending champions of this competition. Tundra trying to force Ečim to his right. 𝗪𝗘𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘 gets it in the lane and puts it up. That was not an easy shot. Plays on defense that really stand out sometimes, and Cam Taylor showing his value. Here he is putting it up from the elbow, and he is in Cam. Good pass, high post, and then coming in, Palmer lays it up, and there's the follow. Excellent work, 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 didn't give up on the play. That's back to 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. This time does not drop. And then Cummings up the floor, gets it to Tundra, who goes up and scores. Wow. Playing at Lambeau Field, where the Packers play. That was a beautiful pass. Perry for three. But what he doesn't want to do is take a bad shot. Here's Tundra. Drifts into the paint, puts it up right at the stripe, and it goes over and in. And Palmer again is Unicaja Malaga, meanwhile, 8 of 17 from three-point range. That said, they didn't get the rebound. Carter gets it and puts it up and in. They get 3 points on that trip down the floor. It's turning a positive into a big negative because they get a bigger production. Tundra for three. That's good. So it's back to a 5-point lead. Carter, how about sweetness? 13-minute mark coming up in the game. Taylor from the elbow, that's good for the first half. Wallace back to 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, feet set, that's good. You also feel like he's got a little bit more firepower with this man in the team, as well as Young, and there he is driving in. Wallace spreading the court. Carter. Remember, he hit a three at the end of, I think it was the first quarter. Bounce pass down with Perez with the fake, and still time for Galatasaray. Final seconds ticking off the clock. Wallace steps back, and it's good. And this time it's Unicaja on the receiving end, giving up a three-pointer at the end of the quarter. And it goes to 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, and he lays it up and in. Able to save it in bounds. Cummings goes off 1 foot, and it goes in. 11 points for Cummings. Carter drifts in, throws the lob to Perez. Cummings gets it blocked by Perry, who then races ahead and goes in for the uncontested. Here's Palmer. Oh, Loses it again, the second consecutive steal. This is by Carter. Drives in, gets blocked by Palmer. Look at that. Looks for somewhere to pass it. It's 𝗪𝗘𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘. He's a little wraparound over to Perez for three. Oh, man, that is big time. Perez again. Oh, the three. So Perez with the 2 threes and a three-pointer answer from Wallace. They love this club. Just like the folks back in Malaga love Unicaja. The pass down low. Perez. Great find. The eye contact. It's put up or shut up time. It's winning time. Who's going to make the plays? Wallace gets into the paint. Passes it back. Then they share it. And there's Delgado. Wonderful pass. They hedge. Oh, Wallace almost lost his handle. Jedovic guarding him. Wallace puts it up. Oh, my. We got some ballers out here today. Carter, they don't want to leave him open. As a matter of fact, you don't want to leave any of these guys open. Here's Carter off the back of the iron. Look at the fight from Tilly to get the rebound. Three-pointer from Cameron Taylor. 𝗪𝗪𝗟𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘 on Wallace. Palmer to the right corner. That's good. And you heard their coach saying, no matter what, play to the end. Not only to try to win, but goal difference. And another three-pointer from Cameron Taylor. 2 for him in a row. It is unbelievable. Makes 1 of 2. Well, this will be a dagger if it goes in. Wallace and loses it. 𝗪𝗪𝗟𝗖𝗪𝗠 gets it to Perry, who holds up. 𝗪𝗪𝗟𝗖𝗪𝗠 over to Tilly for three. Good! Cummings. Palmer. Drives in, puts up a tough shot. He makes it! With 0.4 seconds remaining. Tyson Carter and Tilly. He's leaning. They get in bounds. Oh! And it's not enough time as they fall down. And what a game. 18-game winning streak, a record.